What is the definition of a psychopath?
What is the definition of a psychopath?
What's the definition of psychopath?
Come on, smart boy. I know you know this one.
I know the definition of insanity.
You will not get your Regents diploma if you get that.
To me, the definition of a psychopath is the lack of empathy. The lack of... There's entropy and atrophy.
Mm-hmm.
So the definition for me would be more around the idea that there's just no contemplation about who is around you. You don't care about the repercussions of your own actions.
Okay.
So a psychopath wouldn't be like a murderer or a killer or things like that. I take that off the table with psychopathy.
Okay.
So what I think what a psychopath would be somebody that is unwilling to accept the ideas of another person once they have it in their head, which forms through narcissism.
Okay. So, in just example, have you ever watched Dexter?
Yeah.
Okay, so what would you generalize him as? He's obviously not a psychopath in your head because he's a murderer. What would he be in those?
You mean like a killer killing killers, thinking that he's
Doing good.
more so doing a good for the greater humanity?
Yeah, but even then, like, you think about it, he never really said that.
Right.
He
He
just
never
just
admits
was
it.
killing.
Yes.
Psychopaths never admit that they're psychopaths. The tapes of Ted Bundy,
Yeah.
the tapes of John Wayne Gacy, they never admitted the fact that they thought that there was something wrong with them.
This is for you serial killer enthusiasts out there, by the way.
Thanks for watching.
No, I'm really, really big into serial killers. It's just, I mean,
We're watching you ladies that watch all the murder documentaries.
Hi, Dana.
on the ID channel.
So let's talk about that then, because I'm actually interested in the psychological. I'm interested in a lot of things in life. Okay, be honest with you. I'm
You're a
open.
human?
Oh God, Jerry, did you Did you even think about this before you got on the show? Oh, M-Balm's a human.
M-Balm's a fucking human.
No,
I'm a human.
Hold on, one
Hold my
sec.
wallet.
Hold on. Yes, I am human.
I am human. Listen to me. I'm not like
Human.
fucking Mark Zuckerberg, who's not a fucking human, by the way.
Definitely
He's
a
a
lizard.
lizard.
Definitely a lizard.
Fucking sucker fuck.
So let's go back to the serial killer stance, right? There's a lot of serial killer podcasts out there. Again, they're a niche. That's fine. You can do that. You
And
can.
some of them are really good.
That's right. You're right. That's exactly it. And they do great at it. They excel.
Yeah.
But what's the psychology behind somebody who's obsessed? Not, I wouldn't say obsessed, but maybe interested. I guess you could say obsessed. What's the psychology on that?
Infatuated with the difference between life and death and the right and wrong.
Like serial killers in general? Do you think there's a...
I feel like people commit certain actions based off of how they feel as a person. To me, like, a lot of people say, like, oh, yeah, like, for an example, you walk into the hood and somebody's like, oh, you're not a gangster.
I'm about
And then
to
you're
rob
like,
you.
oh, yeah, no, I am. You can't tell. You could look at me right now and be like, oh, you're not a killer. But I could be.
Right.
You never know. You don't know what's going on in somebody's head.
Nobody knows what's happening behind closed
And we're
doors.
all capable
Exactly.
of that
So
snap
like,
moment.
no, that's what I want to segue into. It's like I personally believe like it's not that you're born with it or you're not born with it.
Yeah, Lady
It
Gaga.
is it is a fuck you.
He whispers, "Fuck you."
I
Heard that. I was like, yes.
It's not only a product of your environment, but you either have it in you or you don't.
Right.
You're not gonna wake up one day and be like, "Oh, this person that really deeply offended me. Oh, yeah, they're gone."
Yeah, they're
don't
they're
think
done.
about that.
You can catch the entire episode on platforms such as YouTube, Facebook, Spotify, or any other platform you get your podcasts on.